So it's like that. You see, if you understand the benefits, so to as Buddha instructed Buddha Pajitara, so in the sutra, but Buddha in the mnemonic aspect, and then Buddha Pajitara instructed in the Tantra. Like that, the correct to follow virtuous and the to fulfill the wishes and fulfill the advice. Then offering service, control, offering service, respect, and then all that sort of for that, remember kindness, and then on the other hand, see, if one has offering, then offering. So like that. So the main thing is the practice. So the main offering is the practice, the following the advice, the fulfilling the wishes. So you can see now. You see, so what makes to achieve enlightenment quickly is the correctly following the virtuous right. That's the main one. You see, you can realize the benefit that I've been explaining. So that for 1,000 eons, you may cherish your limbs and even merits you collect, dedicate to something. But in the case of Guru's path, means Guru's wishes, obtaining advice, so there in 1 second you collect. That much merit you collect in 1 second. Can you imagine? Then, like that, like that, can you imagine? Day into weeks, months, and years, what you can do? So Lama Chopa, so all can do that, you see? So we have to realize how we're so fortunate, unbelievable fortunate. So I have to practice, have to correctly follow what is friend, you see. Then also, so that you can see, the quickest way to achieve enlightenment. You can see now the point. The quickest way to be free from samsara. You see, the whole thing, which is kind of an impossible thing, is from beginningless to birth. You've been suffering. So now you can see the opportunity, all like that. So then other thing is for purification. Charging from the drop of the mudra. That's another text. It says, Chidra mani shing tsikpa, like the fire burns wood. Gitikina touches, so it makes ashes in a second. To the many things that are getting in the heart. Chidal Palla. Yeah, my memory is not so good. Chidra Pandela Nyebe, Chidra Palla Nyebe. So like that. By pleasing the glorified Guru, and so in 1 second, burnt the nirkama. So you see, so yeah, so many from past lives, the heavy nirkama, you burn in 1 second. Oh, for example, you see, the truth of the story, hay builds up. Then, you see, with the mattress, you light up, the second day it becomes ashes. Oh, like that, you see. So, but depending on pleasing the Guru, for the Guru, all the heaven in karma, past, so much. Burn in 1 second. Oh, Chudapala Neva, Gijik, Kazara, Gijik, Gijik, the first cycle. Yeah, that's meaning. Oh. So it is said by Lama Chopa in the Lamritsimo, by correctly following by the friend, small harm received in this life to the body or mind. Even experiencing the dream, harm, experiencing the dream, all that purifies. Correctly formed words friend. So, you see, past heavy nirkamas, which makes you experience the lower realm, then you see, just experiencing some harm to this body, mind, even experiencing dream, all those nirkama purified. Finished. You see, you don't have to be born in the lower realm for experience for eons. You don't need it. So the benefits of correct following virtue friend, you understand? All the hardships, whatever it costs. But being that, receiving some harm with this life, man. Or even the dream, some trouble. So, pure, finish all the heavy nirkama, correct in the past. Gone, finish. Then Bodhisattva Siddhikava's text, and just some signing with Dalai, correctly following by the friend. By correctly following by the friend. Kawa Cheba, Bhaktamapa. 10 million eons, even that, but many times, Cheba Bhaktamapa, unfathomable. 10 million eons, which was wonder in the lower realms. Those nirkamas, in this, get purified in this life. Contagious disease, you sick of contagious disease, or famines. You see? And then not only that, Taman Yagaka, Milam Tamjijan, Chang Juros. Tamas, the last thing is Yagaka, say Yaga, the Guru scored you. Taman Yagaka, Milam Tamjijan, Chang Juros. Just even, you say, some difference in the dream. And just even by that, purified. This so many eons to suffer in the Lord. Even not 1 million, even not just one time 10 million, even, but unfathomable. Numberless, so many, so charge 10 million, 10 millions of unfathomable, 10 millions of eons. Next karma is get purified. Then experiencing this life by experiencing contagious disease or the famines, at least scold from the Guru. Just even by experiencing some problem in the dream, all those heavy critical, unfathomable, 10 millions of eons to wander in the Lord, those next round, purify. God, purify. Oh, you have to understand this. Buddhist Siddhikava Sutra. You have to understand. You see, you experience any hardships, fulfilling Guru's wishes for advice. You see, so it benefits, you see, just that, benefits, unbelievable, purification. Amazing. Whoa. You understand? Unfathomable, 10 minutes for eons. So many 10 minutes, next karma, really next karma to suffer, purify. Get purified. You have to understand these things. You have to remember everyday life. Then you see, then you can enjoy happiness like sky. You enjoy every day. Otherwise, I have this problem, I have that problem. Like Omani, Tibetan people, is Omani people, the older mothers, fathers, there is someone. This didn't happen, that didn't happen, never finished. So it's like prison. You put yourself in prison. Wrong way of thinking. You create your own suffering. All like that is so important to know this. Very, very important. You see. Wow. Yeah, we have to practice Lama Chopa, but before practicing Lama Chopa, we have to know these things. You see? Then really you can enjoy. I've kind of forgot. The Buddha Tango Rinpoche, or not this past war, one of the past lives. So at Jeju Gongpa, we recite the name. Jeju Gongpa is a monastery hermitage in Tibet. There's a monastery, the mountain very high. On top there's a hermitage. There's Jeju Gongpa, we recite the mantra in the village. And Jeju Gongpa is a great, not a great long life, sunshine and water. He always begin the teaching, everywhere, begin the teaching with the Buddhists there. Always. Then it's very common, his disciples offer Lama Chopa talk, then he gives Buddhist a vow. It's all the time like this. It's great Lama, unbelievable, Jeju Gongpa. So, you see, when he was at the hermitage retreat, in the retreat. So, Buddha Tango Rinpoche, you see, brought huge load of animal caca, animal dung, cow dung, to make the fire. So he, heavy. He climbed the mountain and made offering the cow dung. It's a huge load. Then Jeju Gongpa gave the inner offering, gave him the inner offering. Nanche, and what? I don't know what, something else. Nanche, gave it to him to drink. And then, after that, I think, maybe realization, I don't remember that. Renunciation or bodhicitta or something happened, realization after that. Or renunciation. Forgotten a little bit that, end of the story. So it happened after that. Yeah, what was that? So he huge load of animal dung. Is it fire? So is it in the hermitage? So he brought some of the hardships offered. Then Jeju Gongpa gave him nanche in offering to him to drink. I mean, of course, not in realization, not like him, but I think I got the same dream. I think Dharamsala, long time ago, Tushita, long time, that was the Lama's time. There was one flower, rose flower, very nice one. So put Indian tin, butter tin, the square one. It was there. I think. So it was a long time ago. So offered to His Holiness. So I read the kata and offered to His Holiness. It was very nice flower. I think that night, then I was staying the Tushita old house, so like this, the corner of the house, the small room, like that, you see, house, the corner, the small room. All that time I was in there. And then, you see, during those times was the explosion of Western Sanghas from Gabon. Explosion. Explosion of Western disrupt so many. Those who were original, the epic sanghas. So inside, backside is a big room, big omba. So they were doing puja every morning during Georgia, preliminary, 6 paper practice, Georgia, all the sanghas every morning. Georgia. So Dieter, that time he was monk, now the monk. Dieter, German. You can see from the name, it's German, Dieter. But obviously there's many Dieters, but of course there's numberless Dieters. So he leads morning prayer, church. But there's Elizabeth, who runs Clutter Center in Paris. Old student from Bajak originally. So Elizabeth, she has big voice. What do you call the lady? Big lady, tall. Huh? Opera. Yes, I think she's perfect. She's perfect to be apparently opera. The Dita leads prayer, but from beginning to the end is all her voice. All others, I mean sanghas, but they kind of her voice is bigger all over. It's like that every morning. So anyway, so we are receiving teachings from Deputy 7th century, who is a marvelous son, Dhamma. So we would go in the afternoon, Rinpoche said, morning or afternoon, so Rinpoche gave me, I tried to translate. So for the sanghas, Jeju commentary. Anyway, so I offered this flower to his son. I just offered the center. I just offered, not like it. So that night, I had dreamed that his son gave the inner offering. I dreamed that his son gave inner offering to me to drink, and I drank. So that I remember. That I remember now. I forgot before. Actually, I forgot the dream for a long time. I mean, that story recently only remembered. So what happened was, I tried to meditate a little bit that time, lumbering a little bit. So in the morning, I tried to a little bit meditating. So that morning I cried with a noise. Oh, like this. With noise. Normally, just tears come out. I mean, I don't, for me, crying is, my mind is so stubborn, so not much cry, hardly anything. Maybe a little bit cry when the Lama passed away. I'm not talking to Geshe Sopa. But, so that time I made noise in the morning, oh, like this. I cried. So it's a blessing the Guru, totally, by pleasing the Guru, then you just blessing the Guru. See, the sign of that. But of course, my mind is not always. You see, well, I think it's my own mistake. I didn't try to continue, so that's what happened drink develop. But anyway, this morning, I really want to be born in the hell for sentient beings. That morning, I really, right away, want to be born in the hell for sentient beings. Really, right away. You know, so then sentient beings are suffering in the hell. I was crying. Oh, with noise, I was crying. Yeah, so but of course, it was a habituation from beginning of the birth with the ignorance and attachment, karma. So, you see, so mind goes as a, not always supposed to develop more in bodhicitta, but it didn't, my own mistake. So mind became the same ordinary substitution thought, very strong, so that. So you see, so that Shiju Chinila Vekatin, that is Shiju Chinila Vekatin, it comes in the outline of the Langrim, because remember kindness of Guru, or obtain advice, which they remember kindness of Guru. Then Shiju Chinila Vekatin, kindness of Guru, blessing your mind, blessing your mental continuum. So there's an example of that. Shiju Chinila Vekatin. It's not realization. Realization is the stable. But still, of course, you have to meditate a little bit to make more stable, to not lose, to make stable. So that is the Shiju Chinila Vekatin. So, yeah, so the, you see, intellectually you know the words, meditation, bodhicitta, renunciation, emptiness, or intellectually you know well, even you know well, intellectually, you can recite the words, but you don't feel here. You don't feel here as you recite words. It's that big gap. Your mind is totally empty. Your mind don't feel that. Very far from the words, what you say. You see? And your mind, very far, total opposite to the meaning what you say. Your mind totally opposite. You don't feel, even not realization, but even no feeling. The meaning of the words, what you say. Like renunciation, what is the right word? The correctly following a virtuous friend. Even you see the word, my mind is very far, no feeling. Oh, even you know the words well, or what is need, you need to receive the blessing of Guru. Your heart, you see, there's a seed. Seed is there, but no water. No water to sit, blessing of Guru. So seed is dry. So it cannot grow. Like that. So mind will like that. Need. Well, right soil, water, all that, you see. Then can grow. It needs purification, collecting merits. There is a blessing of Guru, like receiving water or the seed, then you can grow. That you see. So that's missing. Then you need to please the Guru. Or then you receive blessing of Guru in your heart. Then mind can change. You may think not possible for me to receive this bodhicitta, emptiness, or whatever. or choose the Guru and Buddha, whatever. Not in this life, not in this life. Oh, many years, not possible. You might think like that, believe like that. Judging according to the present state of mind. But actually, when conditions happens, you're able to praise the Guru, or continual purification, collecting merits, developing strong Guru devotion, continuously. Not just only a few days or weekend or, or 1 month, then 1 month, then it disappeared, you see? Not like that. Then you take holiday, samsara. You take holiday in the lower realm, vacation in the lower realm, in the vacation samsara, vacation from enlightenment. Your vacation from enlightenment to lower realm, from nirvana, samsara. 1 month, like couple course, or couple course, and then you see with there are people also, you got their schedule. Then when that's done, you go to the West and finish. Disappeared. Also, continual purification, then the extensive Holiness to collecting extended merits, and the Holiness developing the devotion to Guru. You see, to get the essence of Guru, or the Buddha. One thing is that you see, then is the blessing of Guru. Or then suddenly change your mind. Then suddenly you see, you may think people, it will take many years, judging present state of mind, so selfish, so stubborn, like rock that has been under the ocean for thousands of years, 100 years, still hard, and under the ocean, but still hard. All of that, your mind. Even with, for example, monasteries, daytime dharma, you hear dharma discussing, debating, or you also recite, you hear daytime, nighttime, debating, always dharma puja, always dharma, but your mind, just example. There can be also some medicine center, but the mind has been like rock into the ocean, how 1,000 years, so hard. What's never goes inside. So you see, but just by judging that it's like that, but you see, when there's conditions gathered, the continual devotion, looking in the essence of Buddha, all the Buddha, so things. Then suddenly, mind suddenly change. Totally different. So that you see. Did you surprise yourself? This happens. The Kadambageshi Topo is in Nepal, one place called Topo. There was a very famous eternal Kadambageshi Topo. The Kadambageshi happened Topo. In the Nepal, on the mountains, very far Topo. I don't know which side. So Kadambageshi Topo said that you believe that we won't have realization for so many years, but you see, it can happen. So if you do those things, conditions put together, collecting merits, purification, devotion to, so it can happen within 7 years. Within 7 years, you can achieve the realization. Kadambageshi Topo said that. All that can happen to you, to us. that, you need that. Otherwise, even you're able to say, well, the words, but mind is very poor, like the rock and the ocean, the water never goes in the well, very stubborn, so becoming like that. Oh, that's you need these things. Oh, then changes. That, okay? Okay, just some essence I want to tell to beginning. So, you see, as I mentioned now, I give you some example. Who worked for material project before? What's his name? Pendeholder. So he worked so hard for material project. 7 years, just on the computer, every day. Worked so hard, sincerely. So what happened? After 7 years, he gets sick if he's a computer. Do you know that part of that kind of disease? And I heard there are other people, not working for material project, but there are other Western people. Oh, so yes, similar. You see. Anyway, so. If he's a computer, he's sick. So only now, I think maybe a little bit better, is that right? There's only now a little bit better, he's sick all the time. From that. So, all these things, you see, these things, and also myself, is a monk from Holland. They're one of the original sanghas, not the first one, but that. So, yeah, he's been director of the material project with guys. Yes, and Peter was the man from England, old student, and so. Worked for material project for many years. So myself, I've got very rare disease. What's it called? No name. Disease called no name. Yeah, very difficult. He can't sit. You can sleep, or you can sit, lay down, or can sleep. So you have to stand up, or even during the initiation, you have to stand up. Even during the restaurant, eat food, you have to stand up. So it's kind of very rare thing. It's kind of like trying to help, but it's so you see. No, but not then it's Pendeholder, different. So you see, if you don't know how to think, it becomes, you look at it bad, you look at it, you your recognition from your side is bad. But actually, you see, if you look at the karma, working the dharma project for sentient beings, however they are there for training gurus' advice or wishes. So you see, because if you don't recognize there's a incredible purification, sign of purification, and then you see, practicing dharma, the dharma project, gurus' advice. You see, then you think, look at only bad. You don't look at only bad side. It's bad. Oh, so that, you see. So you see, what quotation Bodhisattva Siddhigarbha, the Lama Chopa said, oh, then you relate to your experience through that. Oh, then you understand. It's great. It's great sign of purification. Wandering the Lord realm for many eons. You understand? Like that, you see? Like that. So like that, you see. I think I did tell them, I did tell some time ago, I did tell them that, so that still I need to tell them the quotations. Oh, if you think of quotations, this exact. Oh, quotation. So now, totally positive. You understand? Totally positive. So you have to know that. So, that's just to show you, it's so important to understand these things. Otherwise, we'll look at it whether anytime when the thing is bad, then you make it bad, like that. Then you make yourself kind of bad. Worse. And then you see, so not like that. You have to. That's the process of enlightening. So those going through the difficult sicknesses, going through the process of enlightening. So, then future life, great differences. And unbelievable. Because of the enlightenment, unbelievable. Only progress, happiness towards enlightenment. All those things. So, Yerse Jerry Do, the Satan says, the Grishadim and the father Satan, Jebu King Satan, the set is the Grishadim and Buddha, so meeting together, Satan said. Now, so Yerse Jerry Do, Sutra of the meeting father, mother, father, son. They mentioned judge and Tangbe Chacheda, Lala Puji Chacheji, sentient and you Tanjed, Jiden and you Domino. So judge and Tangbe Chacheda, Buddha manifest. In Indra, the Hindus world god, the Indra, and that is in their form. Buddha appeared in that form, the form of Indra. Lara Piki Chachana, Lara Piki Chachaji. So some manifest as Mara, Buddha manifests Mara. You understand? Buddha manifests Mara. You think Buddha is always some lot of sky or lot of light or something, something like that. We might think like that, but one says all kinds of form. Buddha appears in all kinds of form. You have to know that. In the custom of the Indra, Lala Duji Chachi is. And some in the form of, some in the custom of Mara. You know that. There's a Lala Dugi Chachi, and something like translate is for sentence things in their way by taking the customs, outside the aspect, by taking the customs, then they walk for sentient beings. Sentient there. You then you dominate the worldly beings, they don't recognize, they don't know. That's it. So you see, sometimes, for us, when we are sick, or when we in trouble or something, so somebody comes, it's not the person you know, somebody comes along, helps you. You understand? Somebody comes along, helps you. Very surprise. It's not the person you knew before, or you did something bad. Being helped that person, not necessarily in this life, see? So it happens many times. So they can be Bodhisattvas, they can be Buddhas there. Not necessarily always light and all these, not necessarily. It can be a form of dog as well. Can be a form of dog. You understand? You have to know that. Kasuri Asanga, he tried to each meeting for 12 years. By going hermitage. Came 12 years. Near Buddha, the place was discovered some years ago, so monks from Saraka, the Ribbon Cup, could often go there, recite well, I was told, somebody said can be carried, but cannot walk, you have to walk on the mountain, up so says a can't. So anyway, discovered the place where Asanga did too. But he didn't achieve it at all. After he come back 12 years, come back, give up, then come to a tree. And then in the road, he saw a dog, totally wounded. The Lord part, completely wounded, full of maggots. It is material Buddha, but due to his karma, impure karma, was reminded. Didn't see material Buddha, but a wounded dog, full of maggots. You see, so that kind of awful looking one. So, but then you see, what the wonderful thing is, generated unbelievable compassion. You see, he tried to give up his life. So, cut the flesh here, spread out on the ground, then he would want to pick up with the fingers. He thought might kill the maggot. So, about close an eye, he went to pick up with the tip of the tongue, but could not touch. So, never touched. So, you open, then saw meditate for that. You have to know that. These things you have to remember in our normal life. So, then don't know that impure appearance, you see, a dog, gone, finished, purified. Your negative karma, asan. You see, that was brought to see material Buddha, purified, gone. Oh, now pure mind. Oh, see material Buddha. Oh, yes, not sentient means material Buddha pure, but could not see as material Buddha. You have to understand. You have to know that. Then, yeah. Then you grabbed, you complain to, sort of complain. You know, I've been meditating. It's sort of for what happened. Now I've been meditating you for so long. So Amitabha is out there in the cave all the time. So then he showed the proof that he spitted in the cave. So all the spit on the Amitabha's, the rope in the spit. So show him proof. I was always there. So same thing, when you meditate, the same thing in your room. It's exactly the same thing. You understand? It's a story, but you have to relate to you. You have to relate the story to you. Then you understand. Yeah. So you are meditating Taro, you are meditating. It's there. That's the coming obscuration, we don't see. Due to the coming obscuration, this is all the asanga, didn't see Buddha only, so only dog. Okay. So the awful wounded dog. So that. So for us, for like me, it's not even a wounded dog. Not even a wounded dog. Yeah. Nothing here. So you see, he saw the wounded dog and then felt unbelievable compassion. Then he did that. Then saw Material Buddha, purified, unbelievable, obscuration. Then he said Buddha. So then Material Buddha. Then he asked, Buddha asked, what do you want? Our teachings. Then he took in the pure land. Tushita pure land. Not Tushita Dharmasala. Or Tushita Delhi. I'm joking. So, then Amitabha gave teaching, Chanju Denga, 5 trees of loving kindness. Then in one morning, that's 50 years for a human being. So he came down and he wrote 5 commentaries, 5 treatises of ground. So then you see, up to now, from there up to now, there's so many beings enlightened. So many beings, by studying Abhisamara, Karika, the 5 treatises of loving kindness, studying Asanga's commentary, studying, so many beings become enlightened up to now. Understand? Oh, that is. That's really. Came from all that benefit. So many beings be enlightened in the actual path, all that, to the top, all that came from Asanga's compassion, general gratitude to that wounded daughters. Now you have to understand, generating compassion to sentient beings, to any sentient being, insect, person, dogs, animals, how that's so important, so unbelievable purification, collecting merits, then bring to enlightenment yourself. You have to know that. In our daily life, the most important practice, genuine compassion to others. You have to know that. So important. Unbelievable important. So they say. So here you can see, the Buddha manifest wounded dog, you know? You see. Like that. So we have seen many times dogs wounded, so wounded, you know, flesh outside, wounded. We've seen 100 times, but we never think of that. We never think of meditation, Buddha. No, never come to, no. And, even unable to generate compassion, like Asanga. No way. So blocked us to exercise path and to use that to benefit numberless and then enlightened, but didn't get that. So even to be human beings, so much going through so much suffering. So not necessarily everything is bad. You see, worldliness and then things are not necessary all the time. So in our daily life, in our life, many Bodhisattva, Buddha manifestation to generate, to purify, to generate bodhicitta, great compassion, all things like that, you see. But even seeing doesn't happen. Mind so blocked. So you see, I'm using this example, see how Buddha manifests. To regain I am dharma. So now, sorry, I left from 자제는 상발 자제다 라라두게 자제 이게 semjennanga 전제 이denkan ke all the people in the world Don't know that. And then they said, Pumen Chachi Chopa Zek. So Buddha manifests woman, custom of woman. You see, custom of woman, like religious dance, you see, black hat ceremony, or manifest custom of woman. Pumen Chachi Chopa Zek. Buddha in an animal, also in the animal realm. Buddha is also in the animal realm. Then doja menga chapajo. No attachment, but manifest attached. Doja menga chapajo. Jigba menga jigaso. No fear, but show fear. No fear, but show fear. You have to understand this. So important. Doja menga chapajo. Jigba menga jigaso. Moment to them. No ignorance, but show ignorance. Moment to them. No, there's no craziness, but show crazy. So they're also like this, Buddha, you see. There is no craziness to Buddha, but show aspects. Because there's a benefit for certain sentient beings, showing that aspect, that aspect is needed for those sentient beings. You understand? There's no ignorance, but show ignorant. With the benefit, there are certain things, it liberates them, it offers. So you show ignorance. You don't do ignorance, enlightened, fully enlightened. If you are don't have, so Buddha can have ignorance. So no ignorance, but show ignorance. You see, to enlighten, but there's certain sentient beings to enlighten by showing the ignorance. No, there's no craziness, but show crazy. You have to understand these things. You think that Buddha always has a lot of light and something has to be, I don't know, what do you call it, fairy tale or angel or some nonsense. Can I see? So what we just see in the world, in the streets, this is what is in the world. That's Lind, there's no limbness, there's no that disease, no lind, but show aspect limbed. Sentient Chuba Nasuji. So showing various forms of aspect. Then conclude, you see, by showing various aspects, sentient beings, form of sentient beings. Sentient number Nasuji, Jiden come do that. So by showing various aspects of sentient beings, then the sentient beings the world, then like this get subduing. By showing all kinds of ordinary aspects. Ordinary beings, for ordinary beings, then show ordinary aspects, all kinds of in that time. So then start subduing. You have to know that. Then come to us time. Then it is said in the sutra that the Bodhisattva meaningful to hold. Asked Buddha, now you guide us, but what we'll do when Buddha passes through, what we will do in the future? Then Buddha said, hey, Bodhisattva meaningful to hold. Nani sentient means and to rapid the mind of the sentient beings. And the sentient means Jetan Gata now the Chiva. Sentient means Jetan Gata now the. So I don't remember completely what's one. Lama Chopa. Maybe she's trying to rapid the mind to sentient. Jetan Gata Navata. I show birth, old age, sicknesses, even death show clearly. Buddha said. Buddha doesn't have the sickness of birth and death, all these things doesn't have. Even the Arahant doesn't have, totally free. So how Buddha can have? So, even the Arya Bodhisattva are free, has spiritual body, are free, total abandoned, birth, death, old age, disease, old age, total abandoned. Even Arya beings, spiritual body, Bodhisattva Arya beings, total abandoned. How Buddha can have that? So Buddha said, wrapping the mind with sentiment, I show birth, old age, sickness, even the death. Okay, we do know that. So now, Kasuri, Karupati, in the Buddha, king in the Buddha, object whom Buddha taught, Buddha Bodhisattva taught, Guya Samata, went to initiation commentaries. All the king in the Buddha Ishitwa. Tantra text Ishitwa, king in the Buddha taught. And then Tamje Rabzajang, in you complete all the qualities. Lama man, Sitraman, if you don't have Guru, you cannot be liberated from samsara, nowhere. So I'm making commentary. If you know all the teachings of Ganjur by heart, what Buddha has taught, more than 100 volumes, then dangerous, more than 200 volumes, another Pandit, the commentary to Buddha's teaching. Even all you know by heart, you can explain. But if you don't know Guru, you cannot be liberated from samsara. So that came only by actualizing path. So without Guru, that's not possible. In the time, that's written. Jawas and Ban Mabari, tree a power dominant, without oarsman, with the one who hold the oars. Jawas and Ban Mabari, without that, tree a power dominant, the boat cannot cross over the river. Cannot reach to the other side. 뒤에 바로 지민이 좀 상계 담대 라마 타오데네 좀 all the three time Buddhas, numberless past, numberless present, numberless future Buddhas. 좀 상계 담대 라마 타오데네 좀 all the past, present, future Buddhas came from Guru. Came from Guru. All the you think the first stanza from the Teja Pavankas called the Guru Va or that. What Guru means that. Oh, then you understand. Otherwise, if you don't know that, then you think this is lie. This is lie. You don't think that. The king in the body is telling lie. Or then you think that. All those teachings in Sutra, and the Tantra, all those, you think will lie. All those do one thing of that. You may think like, God, where is the God? Who is the God? You know, who is the God? Where is the God? Who is the God? Because they kind of like 좀 상계 탐제 라마 다 되네 좀 all the three time Buddhas, past, present, future, all numberless Buddhas, all came from Guru. Wow, you have to know that. You have to know that. Oh, only by thinking, remembering, thinking, the first stanza in the Guru, Teja Pavanka is calling Guru. Then, that is the way to understand these verses. Okay? Then you understand. Otherwise not. To the Sangha Tanti, Lama Tavatene. Lama may be called Sangha says it began. Before the Guru, there is no Buddha. At the end, before the Guru, there is no Buddha. There is no what is called Buddha. There is no what is called Buddha. Sangha says it began. So that means all the Buddha came from Guru. All the Buddha came from Guru. So therefore you must cherish the Guru is as a so much more precious than the numberless Buddhas, past, present, future, numberless Buddhas. Therefore you must follow the Guru. Follow the advice. Follow the Guru, follow the Guru's advice. So important. The conclusion now. So important. And then culture. Stainless narrative Sutra of the Stainless Sky that said 대지시하고 탐자 개비신이야 하고 성실 regard the Guru more precious been exalted. What is it? Exalted. You regard the Guru exalted than Buddhas. Tatagatas. Tenshava Tantala Gavishya. Harpa Sungsi. Sangetamje, Tamjala Tude Cheyang. All the Buddhas, Sangetamjes, all the Buddhas, Tamkelas, scribble in methods, Tude Cheyangs. Tamkela, Tude Cheyang. Get compassion. The Tamkela. Wise method, wise, expert method, Tamkela. Tude Cheyang. Great compassion, but without if the Guru didn't do self-condition, if the Guru, if you don't have Guru that does a self-condition, Dakjen, self, making Dakjen thematics, making Dakjen thematics. Therefore, so Dakjen self-condition. So I think the self-condition meaning is Rangi Tuma Mai Dakjen, Rangi Zor Jeba Cheba. So particular self-condition. You see, causing to rise virtue thought, causing to rise realizations of you up to enlightenment, including enlightenment. So, Guru being self-conditioned, Dakjen, causes you all that. And then you see, Tuma Mai Dakjen, Rang Zor Jeba generate mainly its own result. So the senses of the basis of the eye senses, sense base of the sense base of the eye. So what it does is become the particular self-condition for the senses to see the blue color, example, blue color. And the Rangzhito generates mainly the self-result. So what sense-based, eyes, sense-based, what it does that. But it doesn't do hearing or smelling or tasting, tangible, that doesn't do. Only the seeing blue, you see? All that. So the Guru calls you to generate virtue thoughts and the realizations, including enlightenment. So self-condition does it. Dakjen self-condition. So but without guru, self-condition, then holy action of the guru, holy action of the Buddha cannot be received in the mental continuum, in the heart mental continuum of the object to be subdued. Dulcha means object to be subdued. In that mental continuum, cannot be received in the mental continuum of the sentient beings who are object to be subdued by Buddha. And see, Buddha by Guru. Holy action of the Buddhas cannot be received in the mental continuum of the sentient beings who are object to be subdued. Okay. So therefore, all the Buddhas come from Guru. So again, so most important to have Guru and to follow Guru, to follow the advice of Guru. So you see. Then Kasure. What chance to I think dharma does by itself. Puja by itself. We don't have to bother. All night you don't by itself. We can sleep. It is mentioned by Padma Sangye. Not stainless sky, but Padma Sutra of stainless, not Padma Sangye said. Sangye, Lama Chopa, so he gave 100 advice to Tingri in Tibet, close to Nepal, Tingri. Yeah, I think the third time when I went to pilgrimage, the group of Sherpas, they organized our trip in Tibet. So we spent one day on the wide ground. So there's true Tingri, old Tingri, and new Tingri. Probably that's old Tingri, then there's new Tingri. Then you see, there's a mountain where there's a road to go to Debje Truchi, which is a monastery, or his rural guru is a monastery in Darumba. Well, I've never been. Then behind there's a mountain, there's a lion's mountain, totally different color. Zipri, it's a holy place, Zipri. So it's a Hirukas, I think, holy place. Yeah. So many people go, when we went to Tibet, then going through that, since villagers and around area, they go around the mountain, put the sleeping bedding on the donkey, and then they themselves, then go around or do procession or go around, things like that. So next morning, when we were leaving, we came out of the bus and then we did procession on the road towards that mountain. I was hoping, I don't know, so a long time forgot, I'm hoping to go for pilgrimage one time. So there's 100 hermitage there. Some about Lama and mostly high lamas. They came there, achieved realization, Rinpoche, things like that. Many Kaichus, between Mao. So one monk wrote a book about the hermitage. So he asked me to build this hermitage, 100. So his plan was, monks come from Sarakatadevim after finishing Geshe. So they come there to actualize what they've studied, actualize the realization path to enlightenment, when said what they've studied in their life early. You see, so that was his idea. I promised that, but he said before that, see, there's a rock, very harmful rock, that anybody who touches the person dies. So a Lama advised to build a temple with Mithya statue on top. So I did that. So I don't know, I built it with their statue. They built the temple or something like that. And what happened was the leader of the Chinese, the leader of the Chinese, the leader of the Chinese in the area heard money coming from outside. So he heard, and then he put in prison the leader, the Tibetan leader of the area who was going to help them. They put him in prison, so nothing happened. But it wasn't a long time. I didn't cherish, didn't think well, so it took a long time. So things happened. So I sent the Sherpa in the town to find an old man who can tell the story about Zipri. So he went and he saw old man, exactly, old man. We had a big tent. We do prayers there. So I was sitting on a throne, and then the man was sitting at his left. The man has a money wheel constantly turning while he's talking. One old man. So he talked to her. Yeah, very much. He talked, explained. So he said, there was one Lama, passed away a long time before Tibet was free. He passed away, one Lama. And then Lama was still meditation. So what happened was, brought when China took over Tibet, that the Lama was put. The Lama did say during that time, then take away his holy body, then dig, I think it maybe Tingri at the time, dig, make a hole and bury it in the ground. Lama did say himself. Then afterwards, when the liberation, then take it out. I think it was 10 or 20 years during Mao Zedong's time. Not allowed anything. Even people recite Om Mani Padme who lives, they see you, they put you in prison. So the Lama said, then later when it was liberation, they take it out. So they took it out afterwards and put back. So some dog beaten here, but the Lama was still meditation. So, yeah, it's really amazing. Yes, there's many stories. So, Tingri. So anyway, Padma Sangye gave 100 advice after he to Tingri people. So the one thing is if you regard Guru exalted, more higher, exalted than Buddhas, then you lead to realization in this life. That means there is also enlightenment. You lead to realization in this life. Oh, you see, you have to know the point if you want to achieve enlightenment in this life, brief lifetime, retention time. Oh, what you have to do? What basis, root, practice, what you have to do? You have to know. Oh, that Padma Sangye thing was, if you regard, exalted the Guru, then Buddhas, then you need to realization in this life. Oh, that's from his experience great. That came in Tibet during Milenar's time. Then also Gautama Geshe Chegyulwa is another unbearable fall of the Guru. Another unbearable fall of the Guru. So you see, while he is writing text, so the minute when he receive call from his Guru, I think the Jiao, the minute when he receive call from Guru, he immediately try to run, doesn't try to finish na, the letter na, you see, immediately stop, then go to serve the Guru, all like that. Mandala, for example, mandala, wait a minute or 1 hour or 1 minute after finish the mandala. Oh, no, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. Wait a minute, what hour or something after finishing mandala? Doing very important thing, mandala. No, he doesn't do that. We do that, but he doesn't do that. So you see, the minute when you call Guru, he stopped and that immediately ran. Is it true? That's all like that, you see. So every day he was cleaning the Guru's place. You see, he was cleaning. But one morning, then Kathuri collected the garbage, you see, in his shed up here. Then he went down to cast, you see. After he reached the third step, down to the third step, then his mind, just for observing, he generated, his mind developed, and the path of merit, continuous dharma, so there's a great, middle, small, you see. So when he reached third, by cleaning, when he developed, he reached the great path of merit, you see, the continuous dharma. Oh, he progressed mind. Oh, then suddenly he see numberless Buddha in numerical aspect. Buddha in the aspect of Buddha, he see. Buddha in the aspect of Buddha, numberless, he see. Before he does it, now, then after he reached third level, step, he see numberless Buddha, numerical aspect. Oh, all like that, you see. So that's more, that's many more stories. Oh, then just from that swim to go, then he all like that. Then from that, wow, then he became I don't remember the Sutra Tantra. Wow, unbelievable understanding, knowledge of Buddha Dharma, I don't remember to tell. All like that, you see. So Gautama Gacchaya said with his experience, if somebody, if anybody, looking at Vajradhara higher than the Guru, then never achieve realization in this life. Oh, you have to understand. You see, for me or many people think, oh, Buddha Vajradhara, oh, something special, or Tara or something special, or Guru, or ordinary being, Guru is a being, ordinary being, like you, kind of that, you see. I mean, of course, maybe don't think it's the same education, but similar level education, but you see, ordinary being, oh, Guru, but that's much higher. Oh, no realization. Oh, Lama so if you want, if somebody regards the Vajradhara as the most special to the Guru, then no realization is like, oh, you have to know that. Oh, then then purifies the Guru, the commentary, Deva, Lama Chopa, the commentary of the Guru condensed the meaning, I think. So there it says, Mangdosh, there's no need to say what. Their mama was Jishibu, Tedantela, Bevacha. So whatever the is just the importance, put your concentration, put your effort in that, Tedantela, Bevacha. Lama Jeche Kainja, Miyichu, Bamacha, Chadon, Tomo, Mundu, Nitsinia, Devacha. Lama Jeche Kainja, whatever pleases the Guru, you do that. Miyichu, Bamacha, whatever displeases the Guru, abandon that. Chadon, Tomo, Mundu, Nitsinia, Devacha. So, the common and sublime realization, it will give in this life. So it gives a common, uncommon realization. It will give in this life. Then Lanam Dojo on Julius. You see, Buddha initiating the Vajrapani. Lubin Chindi, and then Junina Sumita. So Lubin is Bajamaster. And then only, or you only regard, think only side of the quality. Junina Sumita, don't think at all the side of mistakes. You see, only think about Katolia, only think of side of quality. Never think the side of mistakes. Never look at the mistakes. Junina Sumita. Junina Summa, if you regard quality, then you will achieve realization. If you regard the mistake, then you only achieve realization. All those things, very basic, all practice. I don't know that. Because the practice is not just recite words or some mantra. Oh, here, look, these are basic practice, you have to know that. Yeah, maybe I think that's all. I think maybe today we stop here. Then I think Chujuma. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, the very first one is all the holy wishes His Holiness to succeed in the long life. Then the epimgy to epically enlighten all sentient fully. Success of all the works for sentient. And then third, then also material practice and the Kushinaka and the Buddha. To be succeed more than what we think. More than what we think. What I think success. That's what the most beneficial for sentient beings and teaching Buddha. Or that has what to perfect peace, happiness in the world. To pacify all the wars, all the danger of fire, water, air, earth, all that things. Like these hurricanes, hurricanes and what's the other one? Typhoon and all this that happening. This one, this Taiwan, Esther said, or the Hong Kong said, typhoon is happening, blood. Different person, then Philippines, terrible. So, I had a text with the Gaba handed them, but when I looked and tried to check it out, I read for the last night I didn't get to read. Bought, didn't get to read in the iPad. Didn't get to read. Didn't, and then to find bought. All of that. All that perfect peace, happiness in the heart of the sentient world, and general all kinds of compassion. Because even the global problems to see, and all that. Okay, so third, yourself, then shortest prayer is to actualize, to be able to complete the path to enlightenment in this life. All that includes all prayer. So if you say that, that includes many prayers in your life. Say to complete to complete the path in this life. So my mother, you see, in the lavatory, in the cave, so she recited prayer for me, morning, afternoon, evening. So she says, like sun shining through the snow mountain, and then something like that. My mother recited like this. To happen to bring like that also. So I said, your prayer has no meaning. Then I told her, what prayer to do is a complete dharma practice in this life. I told her this. That's interesting. So then much later, then I saw the prayer in the religion Jata initiation, I think. I forgot the name of the deity. So I think for success, when the sun rises, you visualize the deity. You visualize the deity in the sun. Then there is that mantra, the cherish, rise, and magnificent rise. To succeed on my wishes or something like that, you see, for success. So I saw that. So she was reciting that. I didn't know. I thought that she's making funny prayer. Very funny prayer. Sun shining on the snow. When the sun is so bright, so glorious, it means to be like that in the world. Sorry, I didn't create enough merit to what my mother prayed. What she did, I didn't create enough merit to be like that. And even I created some merit, but destroyed the anger. Didn't practice patience, it destroyed, blew away, blown away. So destroy the merits, even if it creates some, destroy them. So like that. So in the life, you see, so many times you get angry. So don't think the practicing patience is important. So then you lose your own merit. Even so difficult to practice pure dharma, collect merit, even so difficult. But even you did, but soon destroyed by resting. So then, not having done well dedication at the end for enlightenment and seeking the end. So, okay, so So, yeah, so tell yourself to complete dharma practice. Okay, so that's, so, yeah, by all the necessary conditions for that. Okay? Yeah, thank you very much. Then APC. APC to be most beneficial person to me. Most beneficial person to me. So that. So, that's all. Okay? Yeah. Om Buddharanaya Vada Nenge Anda Da Pune Gata kinande humbenten Peutaratea om I shit. Om Buddha Mende Tapu Gata kinande humbenten Peutaratea om I shit. Meditaten Sa Buddha Be Om Buddha Om Buddha Bhava Buddha Om Tash Om Buddha Naya Mande Da Buddha
Om
Maybe we guided by Lama Chopa, by mind of virtuous friend in all the lifetimes, is never separated from the pure path that admired all the Buddhas. Sera Kundu Yawa Tonga Techo Shingi Muzu Tebe Jave Mabe Lamsa Dini Keche Sayan Toba Mecho Namdara Tami Chindan Late Jase Chebe Nindo Che De Do Che Lava Jave Denda Java Jo to neuralize any heresy and go through the actions of the Guru, then from our side to be able to realize that all the Buddhist action, receive blessing of the Guru, that which realize the path of enlightenment, the correct following words of friend up to state of omniscience, to that the blessing of the Guru. Oh yeah. Bande lame namba tava la geje tamya vata jinze leva tore mugu de lame Lama Chopa last 2 days I didn't hear anything about Kandula, so today is today received from Ken something, so a little bit better, but she when she eats food, then there's burning hot in the stomach, because I think in England, first doctor, it sort of takes very little skin, so little that we check, but then doctor took kind of peel up skin from the intestine or something, see? So when she eats food, burn, feel hot, so that's the main difficulty, the amount. So however, her sorrow, also the attendant, Sambo, handless attendant told me, conclusion, he was good, he was very good Pechawa, understand philosophy and good debater in Sarah. After he started Madhamika, he left Sarah, he wanted to meditate, exercise. That's what many monks do. After you start Madhamika, then you know that you start finishing Abhisamaya, so then you really want to meditate, exercise, all those, they see that. So he came to Nepal, I don't know what it's called, before we go from Bauda up. And so anyway, he was retreating with the Mexwas London. But then Kandula could see it's karma, I think. So Kandula downstairs, then one day called him down to, he never met Kandula. He was upstairs and never met. So then later Kandula called him, he had a vision that Kandula initiated him, dharma initiation. I don't know what I'm allowed to tell, not to. I don't remember what I promised. Doesn't remember. But he told somebody, but I'm the same person. Now you're the third person. So anyway, Kandula gave testimony. He had a vision testimony for initiation. When that's finished, he experienced bliss for 2 days. Great bliss for 2 days. Then when he finished the for initiation, Kandula was standing backside with his chair. He was in a chair. So he saw Kandula, but just there, stand. So anyway, it was a great experience, and he was very good knowing philosophy, very, very good. So he all day long taught about emptiness, discussed with the Kandula. So he decided, taking much time to realize if he doesn't meditate, it's just alone. See? So then dedicating his life to Kandula, serving, you see, then much quicker to achieve realization. So he got a conclusion, so that he decided to offer his life to our service, So he reached the conclusion, so he offered his life. So like that, several many years. So he said, conclusion, Kandula, he said, he didn't say Kandula is Buddha or this, but he said, he saw Khandala, somebody, total freedom on her life. She can die anytime she wants. She can leave the body anytime she wants. Well, that's what she saw. So also recently Khandala told me, I think somewhere, I think she thought maybe someone knows so much purpose for living to me. Then start to absorb. Like the 25 observations that they start to happen. So immediately observing this kind of the body, so they start to happen. Then I think change from that. So she, whenever she wants, whenever things are just supposed to live, then immediately start to absorb. So that's how Khandala is. Not like me, as it was us. I can't say you everybody, but I can predict. So anyway, the pain, the eat food and the skin peel off, and that's not Khandala's, that opinions control our karma. Khandala does not that. So there's our coming appearance, our ascended beings coming appearance. So that means it's the same thing. So it's coughing or whatever. We see this and that. It's the same thing, exactly the same. His Holiness Khandala's guru, Ujjintami from Tibet, who's regarded by His Holiness. His Holiness Khandala was taking initiation of, I think, one in the Pamasamba, I think, something. The Khandala, His Holiness said, Ujjintami, which is Pamasamba, she's the Ishusaja, he's the himself, the King of Tibet, Sons and Kampo. I think Chisum. Yeah, so this is what the students mentioned. The initiation. So the Ujjintami is the Pamasamba. So the Ujjintami respect exactly as His Holiness Khandala. Same. If no opportunity with it, then whatever Khandala wants, she decides. He do it. So His Holiness and Khandala says the same. He regard for that. Thanks. Immediately, Khandala take the short aspect from them. Okay. So please pray, everybody. To draw the 3 times numberless Buddha has made the dangers, wars and the danger of disease and all that, when fire, water, air, earth, everything, all those things happen now to be stopped immediately. The perfect peace, happiness in the right heart. By general kinds of Bodhicitta, and made the dharma last a long time from sentient beings from whom from where sentient beings receive peace and happiness. And the Dharma, so the sentient with Dharma, achieving happiness. Oi, Chanjo, Samjo, Rinpoche, Majo, Kanye, Gondo, Hawaijo, Danye, Tomamate, Zamate, Regama, Tamtu, Jeba, Tamje, Jate, Morado, Namagundo, I did all the past, present, future, merit. Did all the past, present, future, merit. Clarify me. 3 times merit, clarify numberless and 10 numbers, but that's in 3 times. which do not exist from outside. Total empty. Met I who do that, met I who this man. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in the man. Lead all the sentient beings. Who exists in man. Through that Buddhahood which exists in man. Brahma, soul alone, who exists in man. Jamal Bave Chita Jimbata Kunda Sambo Deya Dejunda Tada Punja Chitandala Yavadita Tamjira Kumo Tada Jebe Java Tamjira Moadala Chudra Mavaya Daye Moadala Tanjarindu Bale Tranyana Kata Yamba Kanjisa The Memari Kejum Dro Ananda Jebe Mota Jiji Dama Sambe Jara Champion is the register of the Carabao, Dalai, should I tell it? I get it, read them, a Muslim, Good night.